Welcome to Docsy. In this video, I'll walk you through your no-spend challenge and show you everything you need to get started. It only takes a few minutes to set up, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how each part of the spreadsheet works. Let's jump right in. The first tab you'll see is the README tab. Here you'll find a quick overview of the spreadsheet, along with some basic instructions to help you get started. If your spreadsheet ever opens in view-only mode, simply click File, then Make a Copy, and you'll have your own fully editable version. You'll also find a link to this YouTube tutorial, so you can always come back and watch it again whenever you need a quick refresher. If you'd like more detailed written instructions, you can also refer to the instruction guide included with the spreadsheet. And of course, if you ever have any questions or run into any issues, simply send us a message on Etsy. We're always happy to help. Now, let's move on to the actual no-spend challenge. The next tab is the Challenge Setup tab. This is where you'll add the no-spend categories and triggers you'll use during your challenge. You can add up to 30 no-spend categories and 30 triggers, and everything here is completely editable. I've already added some common options to get you started, but you can remove them, add your own, or change them to fit your needs. Once you've set up your categories and triggers, you're ready to move on to the main no-spend challenge tab. Now let's move on to the main no-spend challenge tab. At the top left, you'll find your challenge settings. First, choose your currency. Next, enter your start date. Simply double-click the date cell, and a small calendar will appear. Choose the date you want your challenge to begin. Then, select your challenge length from the drop-down. You can choose between 7, 14, 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on how long you'd like your challenge to last. The goal is optional. If you're doing this challenge to save for something specific, you can enter your goal here. Finally, enter your target number of no-spend days. For example, if you're doing a 30-day challenge and want to have 25 no-spend days, simply enter 25. Once you've entered your challenge settings, you're ready to start logging your spending. Now let's move down to the spending log. This is where you'll record what happens throughout your challenge. For each day, enter the date and the amount you spent. The day and result columns are generated automatically based on the information you enter. If you spend money, select the relevant category and trigger from the drop-downs. You can also add a note if there's anything you'd like to remember about that purchase. If you make multiple purchases on the same day, that's completely fine. Just add each transaction on a separate row using the same date. On a no-spend day, simply enter the date and $0 in the spent column. You don't need to add anything else if there was no particular spending urge or trigger. If you were tempted to spend but decided not to, enter the date and $0 in the spent column. Then select the relevant category and trigger, and enter the amount you saved in the money saved column. You can also add a note if you'd like to remember what happened with your purchase. For example, if you were about to spend $20 on takeout but decided to cook at home instead, you can enter $20 as the money saved and add a note about what happened. For accurate challenge progress and streaks, make sure to update your spending log every day, even when you don't spend. This allows the tracker to accurately calculate your no-spend days, spend days, and streaks. Once you've started logging your spending, the dashboard will automatically update with your progress. Now let's take a look at the dashboard. This is where you can understand how you're doing at a glance. At the top, you'll find your current streak, longest streak, and money saved. Your current streak shows how many consecutive no-spend days you're currently on, while your longest streak shows your longest no-spend streak during the challenge. Money saved shows the total amount you've recorded as saved by avoiding purchases throughout your challenge. Next is the challenge progress section. Here, you'll see your no-spend days, spend days, and success rate, along with a visual breakdown of your no-spend and spend days. Your success rate shows how many of your logged days were no-spend days, giving you a quick idea of how well you're sticking to your challenge. Next, you'll find spending by category. This chart shows how much you've spent across your different spending categories, making it easier to see where most of your spending went during the challenge. Finally, you'll find money saved over time. This chart shows how your total money saved has grown throughout your challenge, so you can see the progress you've made over time. And because everything updates automatically as you add entries to your spending log, your dashboard will continue to reflect your progress throughout the challenge. Once your challenge is complete, starting a new one is simple. The No Spend Challenge tab you receive is kept as a clean master sheet, so you don't need to delete your old data or reset anything manually. When you're ready to start a new challenge, simply click the drop-down arrow on the No Spend Challenge tab and select Duplicate. This will create a fresh copy of the challenge that you can set up with your new dates, goals, and target no-spend days. And whenever you want to start another challenge, just go back to your clean no-spend challenge sheet and duplicate it again. This way, you can keep each challenge separate and always have a clean sheet ready for your next one. And that's everything. We hope this no-spend challenge helps you become more mindful of your spending and feel more in control of your money. If you ever have any questions or need any help, feel free to reach out to us on Etsy. We're always happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your no-spend challenge.